position and picked up by Beverly, and that's all she wrote. The Timberwolves are going to the playoffs. And the Pelicans are going to win it. The Pelicans are going to the playoffs.
Hey everybody, what's going on, and welcome back to another YouTube video. And for today's video, I'm doing an NBA playoff bracket. So yeah, I'm doing a playoff bracket with, some of my friends, and I thought, why not make a YouTube video out of it? Unfortunately the Clippers did lose, but now I don't really have to put up with, them in the playoffs or getting swept or something like that. So you guys can't really see it, but you can see Phoenix, and then this is oh, there you go, Dallas. All right. So jumping right into it, I guess I'm gonna start with the West. I don't really think that needs much explaining. Phoenix in 4. I honestly cannot even see the Pelicans taking a game. If anything, one game at most. But Phoenix is just they're just a juggernaut in the West right now, and there's nothing stopping them in the first round at least. Now moving on, so I think this is actually going to be an interesting series with Luka going to be out, and some of the struggles Utah has had at the last 10 to 15 games of the season, blowing leads. Donovan Mitchell has been getting frustrated. Rudy Gobert. Donovan Mitchell is averaging 2.3 passes to Rudy Gobert this season, not assists, passes. So I don't really know how this is gonna really match up. I want to see. I really like Luka. I want to see Luka, going to the second round of the playoffs, because the first 2 seasons, he was just got eliminated by Clippers in the first round. I really don't know which way this is gonna go. I might come back and change this. This is tough though. I'm leaning Dallas, but if Luka's out game 1, I mean, they do have home court. I'm gonna go to Dallas in 7. I think this is going to be a really good series to watch. Huge Luka fan, like I said before. So yeah, it's going to be really interesting. Moving on to this, Jesus Pacheco, my boy. I don't really know how this is going to match up. It really depends on how Klay Thompson and Steph Curry plays. And I mean, Steph Curry, how they play. Curry's, playing, but he's coming off an injury. So let's see how that works out. But they got Jordan Poole. He's a bucket. But honestly, without Jamal Murray, but at the very least without MPJ, I don't see the Nuggets winning this series. But I do see this going 7 games for sure. I think this could go either way depending on who stays healthy and who's in a groove. If the Warriors bench is showing up and they're doing the bare minimum, I think that they can win this game, or this matchup, this series, and go to the next round. But I think this can really go either way. But I'm going Golden State in 7. Now moving on to Memphis and Minnesota. I'm gonna say not Minnesota. God, I'm gonna say Memphis in 6. I think at most they can steal 2 games. I honestly think this will go in 5. But I'm just gonna leave it at 6 just for shits and giggles. But now we're going to go over to the East. I think this series, Miami and Atlanta, is going to be a close series, just like everyone thinks. I don't think it's going to be a blowout series like 4-0. I think Miami can win in 7 or 6. But I would not be surprised if the Hawks won this series. It really just depends on what kind of Miami Heat team shows up. They did get the number 1 seed, but at times they can be the best team in the league, and then at other times they can be one of the worst teams in the league offensively. Their bench is deep, but once you go into the playoffs, you only need, you're running a 7-8 man rotation. I'm going to go Miami in 7, honestly. Trae Young is just on his shit yesterday. He scored, 30 in the second half? Something like that. I don't know. But he went absolutely crazy. But yeah, if the right Miami team shows up, I can see this ending in 5 or 6 if Kyle Lowry pops off and really helps out, and if Tyler Hero really is that 6th man and really helps and drops anywhere from 15 to 20 a game. I can really see this going the distance. The Hawks though, if Bogdanovich really pops off, and if Kevin Huerter really hits his shots and Gallinari plays like he played last night, but you know, with better percentages. I think this can be. I think this can go either way. I'm just going with Miami because you know they're the 1 seed. But I'm gonna say Miami in 7. I don't know if you guys just heard, but my dad just cursed. I don't know what he's doing, but anyways. So next we're going Philly and Toronto. Okay, you guys can hear that. All right, I'm going Philly in 7 just because Thibault isn't vaccinated, honestly, and James Harden is kind of a question mark for me. Joel Embiid, we all know who he is, one of the MVP candidates, but I don't know, just question marks on James Harden. If James Harden does not get out of this first round, there's going to be a lot of question marks around him. With Toronto, honestly, I can see this going 6 games if Thibault was able to play in these other games. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna go Philly in 6. Yeah, I don't know. Toronto, I don't know. I just haven't really seen a lot from Toronto. I'm not going to go into depth with Toronto. I'm not really too familiar with them. Besides their coach and, you know, those 2-3 players who they got. They got Siakam. They got Drake. And that's all I really know, to be honest. They probably have a nice squad. You guys can correct me in the comments by all means. But if Joel Embiid really goes off and James Harden is in stride, I think this can be Philly in 6. Now, Milwaukee and Chicago, I'm going to say Milwaukee in 6. I really like Chicago. I had them being I think the 4 seed in my preseason predictions. But they've got a good squad. I would love to see this going 7 games. I would love to see, you know, DeMar, Zach LaVine, what's his name? I'm drawing a blank. The guy from the Magic, Vooch. They also got another role player that I'm completely blanking on. Anyways, but I would like to see this go 7 games. I don't think so. I think Giannis is going to absolutely step up. Chris Middleton, Drew Holiday. Brook Lopez is a monster in the paint. He gives them a lot of really good defense. He plays pretty decent perimeter defense for how tall he is too. But yeah, I'm going to go Milwaukee in 6. Now, this series is going to be one that I think personally can go one of 2 ways. I think Boston can win in 7, or I think Brooklyn can win in 5 games. I know that sounds crazy, but if Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant just pop off for 35 each, I mean, there's nobody stopping them. I know Boston is a really, really good team. They flipped their season, the second half of the season, and they made a run for that 1 seed. I saw something on like ESPN or something like that where Boston down the stretch in so many minutes in the 4th quarter is the 2nd worst team in the NBA. I don't know where I saw it. You guys can fact check me, but I'm gonna say Boston in 7. This is definitely gonna be one of the best series in the first rounds. I'm gonna say this is gonna be the best series. Then I want to say Miami and Atlanta. I want to say these 2 are going to be the series that I'm going to be looking forward to watching the most. People are going to say, oh, Ben Simmons is going to come back. But here's the thing. When you have a back injury, you cannot do any type of conditioning or cardio. And Ben Simmons has been out for, I don't know, 5 weeks. And, you know, you lose all of that conditioning, that cardio. And it really is hard to get back into the rhythm of things. Yeah, he might be back for games. Let's say he's back for 5, 6, and 7 if it goes that deep. How much of an impact is he actually going to have getting back into the groove, playing up to speed? He'll probably only play 20 to 25 minutes a game when he does come back. But I don't think that's enough. Like I said, I think this goes one of 2 ways. Boston in 7 or Brooklyn in 5. But I'm going Boston in 7. Shout out my boy Alex from Agtown if you're watching. Now I want to go back to the West. I'm going to say this series, I'm going to say Phoenix in 6 at max. I think Phoenix 100% wins this series. Even though Luka is there, I could see this going 7 games. So even though I just contradicted myself, I think, you know, this gets wrapped up in 6 if everyone stays healthy and the matchups are still the same. I would like to see this go 7 games, absolutely. But with how lethal Phoenix is, I just don't see it. Now, Golden State and Memphis, I really couldn't tell you. I don't know. I don't know who I want to pick here. I guess Golden State. I'm gonna say Golden State in 6 games. I don't really have an explanation there. So yeah, moving on. Going to the East, Philly and Miami. This is gonna be a tough series. I'm gonna just go with Eric Spose, I guess. Miami in 7. I don't know. I don't know. I could see this going either way. Right now, I'm just throwing it out there. Now, this series is gonna be insane. I hope we get this series. But honestly, I'm gonna say either. I really don't know. If Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown and Robin Williams are all clicking, Marcus Smart, I think this is going 7 games regardless who wins. I just don't know who's going to win. I'm just gonna say Giannis, honestly, just because he's Giannis, and if he stays healthy, he's an unstoppable force that is just absolutely insane. I love Giannis, man. I freaking love Giannis, but I could honestly see this going either way. So Alex, don't get too pressed. You know, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I don't know. I don't know. I love Giannis. I'm just gonna lean that way. Now Phoenix and Golden State. This is gonna be an interesting series, and I think this is where a lot of feathers may be rocked. If Golden State stays healthy, I'm going to say Golden State in 7. Now you guys are gonna be like, oh my god, but I don't know. I feel like Draymond is gonna be a good matchup for Ayton. Who else is their center? Because he's their power forward. Center is it still Looney? I don't know. I think these two teams match up very, very well in terms of guards. So this is going to be a series that I hope we can get also. This is going to be very interesting. But I'm going to say Steph Curry pops off. He's a Curry of 2015, 2016, 2017 MVP Curry. And I think this is going to go Golden State in 7. I want us to go Suns, but I'm just going to switch up my bracket because, you know, it's March Madness. But yeah, this is going to be a fire series. Now, Miami and Milwaukee. I'm going to go Milwaukee in 6. I think the size that Milwaukee has is too much for Miami. And I think their athleticism is a lot more inducive of how they play. I'm going to go Milwaukee. Also, they have Giannis Antetokounmpo. So, yeah. Okay, now moving on to Golden State and Milwaukee. Okay, I really don't know who would win this series. Drew Holiday plays really good perimeter defense. They also have Chris Middleton plays good defense. They have one other guard that plays really good defense. I can't remember who it is. Anyways, I could see this series. I don't know who would win. But honestly, what I'm gonna do is gonna shock your mind. No, it's not. I'm gonna go Milwaukee in 7 games. I'm gonna go Milwaukee 6. Yeah, so this is my bracket. It might be a little bit different from everyone else's, obviously, but I think the West particularly, I said that really weird. I would like to see the Suns come out, but I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to say Golden State comes out. They go to the finals and they lose. I would like to see them win. I would like to see Kerr get that 4th ring. That would be fire. But I think Giannis and the Bucks are going to just go get that ring again. You know what I'm saying? So if you guys have anything else that you want to change, any recommendations, you know, either drop it in the comments below or text me, hit me up in the group chat. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy, and I will see y'all next video. Peace.